everyone and welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Betsabe and the English lesson of this week is modal verbs. So let's start.
A new week, a new video. Yay! As I mentioned, today's video is about modal verbs. Let's go. But Betsabe, what are modal verbs? Don't worry, let me explain. Modal verbs are a type of auxiliary verbs. The modal verbs are not conjugated. We use the same form for all the subjects. We can use the modal verbs to express permission, obligation, lack of necessity, possibility, ability, probability, advice, and prohibition. The main modal verbs. The modal verbs most frequently used are could, can, should, must, may, might, and shall. Now we will see the functions of each one. Might have its positive form might, negative form might not, and the contraction form of negative form might. This form is most frequently used in British English. In American English, we don't use this form. We use might to express a polite permission. For example, might I suggest a new activity for our English session? We can also use this to express a possibility or probability. For example, my mom might go on holiday to Spain next year. Can. Positive form can, negative form cannot, and the contraction form of negative form can't. We use the modal verb can to express an ability. For example, my brother can swim very well. We can also use this to express a permission. Could I use your computer, please? We use this to express a possibility as well. For example, smoking can cause cancer. That is true, so don't smoke, please. It's bad. Could. The modal verb could have a positive form, could, a negative form, could not, and the contraction form of negative form, couldn't. Could. We use this modal verb to express an ability in the past. For example, when he was younger, he could play all day. We use this modal verb to express a polite permission. For example, excuse me, could I just say something? We also use this modal verb to express a possibility. For example, it could snow tomorrow in La Paz. Shall. Positive form shall, negative form shall not, and the contraction form of negative form shan't. We use this modal verb to express an advice. For example, shall my friends and I see the doctor? To express a suggestion as well. Shall we dance? We can also use this modal verb to express an offer. For example, shall I help you with your French presentation? An important thing in this modal verb is we usually use this with the first person singular I and the first person plural we. Must, positive form must, negative form must not, and the contraction form of negative form must. Must. We can use this modal verb to express a strong obligation. For example, you must do your video for Monday. We can also use this to express a logical conclusion or sentence. For example, my dad must be very tired. He's been working all day. We use the negative form of must not, to express a prohibition. For example, my little brother must not talk to strangers. Modal verb may. Positive form may and negative form may not. For this modal verb, we don't have a contraction form of the negative form. We use this modal verb to express a permission. May I use your restroom, please? We can also use this modal verb to express possibility or probability. For example, it may rain tomorrow. Oh, poor thing. And here you have the modal verb should. Positive form should, negative form should not, and contraction form of negative form shouldn't. We use should to express an advice. For example, you should revise the lesson about modal verbs. We can also use this to express a logical conclusion. For example, the linguistics students should be very tired. They have been making a video all day. I think they are so tired. Structure of modal verbs. We use the following structure: modal verb plus base form of the verb. Here you have some examples: might work, must study, can swim, could sing, shall help, should read, may read. For affirmative sentences, we use the following structure: subject plus modal verb plus base form plus complements. For example, my teacher can speak English very well. He can speak English perfectly. Another example, my friend Jenny might arrive on time. For the negative sentences, we use this structure: subject plus modal verb plus not plus base form of the main verb plus complements. For example, BTS could not do concerts during the pandemics. Another example, my friend and I shan't go to the party because we have exams this week. Question. For yes/no questions, we use this structure: modal verb plus subject plus base form of the main verb plus complements. For example, must I go to the dentist? Yes, I must No, I mustn't. Please pay attention in this part. For the short answers, we use the same modal verb that we had used in the question. Another example. Should she rest more? Yes, she should. No, she shouldn't. For WH questions or information questions, we use this structure. WH verb plus modal verb plus subject plus base form of the main verb plus complements plus question mark. For example, where should I park? Why must we do this project? And here you have more examples. Aaron should train more. If he wants to kill titans, he should train more. My friend Ingrid can dance K-pop choreography very well. She is a good dancer. Adele might make a concert next year. Please do a concert next year. It might snow this month in La Paz. We are in winter, so it's probably. My little brother must wash his clothes for tomorrow. We shall make a video every week. I am doing that. I am doing a video every week. So I am learning a lot of English. My dad could eat a lot when he was younger. Now he eats much less. Now the best part on the video. Learning with songs. Let's go! Finally, I can see you crystal clear. It might seem crazy what I'm about to say. I wish I could be the perfect. I must have called 1,000 times. Should I ask myself in the water?
This video, I know it's a shame, but we will see you next week. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.